and he just sort of got up and rubbed his head in my face, and then, what are you doing? So I put his head under my arm. I'd like to, kind of like hold him down. He picked me up. Boom. Got on the floor. We're rolling on the floor now. Still got him in the headlock. Now we're just shouting, you done, blah, blah, blah. British champion, soon to be Commonwealth champion, soon to be European champion, soon to be world champion, soon to be unified world champion, soon to be multi-weight world champion, soon to be legend, soon to be future Hall of Famer, soon to be the best out of Britain.
All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is the unbeaten British middleweight champion, Denzel Bentley. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. Look at them guns. I can see them. I know you got a hoodie on, but I could see something poking through there. Look at that.
Coming through there. I'm saying it's serious, man. Serious things going on right here.
How's life?
Good, man. Beautiful. I'm enjoying it. Even though, the whole COVID stuff and the restrictions and the lockdowns, I'm enjoying life, or what I can make of it. Anyway.
Well, you've been out in Ghana, haven't you? You look like you were out there for about a year from what I saw. It must have felt like it. I mean, I saw a couple of tweets from you saying, don't know, should I even come back? But how was it?
It was good, man. It was good. It was beautiful. I loved it. Oh, it was, man. It was a new experience. Even though I go there quite a lot, I've never been there as a champion. Something to say. I've never even been there not as a boxer. I've been there as a boxer, but I've never been there and been like, I'm a professional boxer. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was a whole new experience, like the way people were taking me in, meeting the people I met, the way I was treated. It was good, man. It was lovely. If it weren't for the gym being open and me training, I would have extended my ticket again.
I'm looking at you now, and it is rare to see you without that British title right here on your shoulder. It's like every picture that you put up in Ghana was just like British title here, British title here. You put it down at last.
It was getting heavy. There's a bit of weight to it. It's getting heavy. I thought I could put it down for a little bit. But it's good.
I saw out in Ghana you hooked up with Azumah Nelson as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what's he saying? What any words of wisdom? What's the crack there?
Yeah, a lot. We had a long convo. Like he was telling me some stories. He was, giving me advice on the game and, what to look out for and, what's what and stuff. So, bless me. It's not COVID. I'm joking. But yeah, just giving me game. He was telling me stories about, telling me about the Jim McDonald fight, telling me about the Barry McGuigan fight that didn't take place and stuff, and what he done in his time in training to become who he became, and how he reacted to his first loss and stuff, what motivated him after he won his first title, just a whole load of game, man.
What do you feel if you were to say you took one thing away from it and it takes you into 2021? What has Azumah Nelson taught you that you didn't know before, you didn't have before in your armory?
I think he added to my mindset. Like he showed me his mindset and like, where he was when he was boxing, and like how he just never lacked, and his mentality was still the same even after he took his first loss, because he took a loss quite early. Mm-hmm. And he was still like, I know I could be a champion, and I think that's one thing that could help, because nowadays the whole thing is about staying on the feet. You don't want to lose, all of this kind of stuff. Like, I see it differently. I don't want to lose, not by dodging guys and avoiding fights. I don't want to lose by defending what I have in the ring. So that's my mindset on it. But, it's a sport at the end of the day. There's winners and losers. Like, God forbid I was ever to take a loss. I'd handle it differently to what I feel like I would have prior to speaking to him. Because he lost quite early. Mm-hmm. And he still said, I know I can still be a champion just because of what I do in the gym. I know I can be a champion. And he became a champion. He's regarded as one of the best, featherweights or super featherweights in the world. So, or ever, I should say. So,
yeah, for sure. So that's good. That's mentality rubs off kind of thing. I saw a big photo out there as well. It was you, Buatsi, Isaac Dogboe, and some other guy who I'm sure is a boxer in some respect as well. It was a big photo. What was it like being around those guys?
It was good, man. Even them, I'm taking game from them. Like they're guys that are, big in the game. The other guy in there was David, up and coming fighter right in Ghana, very good fighter as well. But being around Isaac, former world champion, still young, he still has the hunger to go on to be a 2-time world champion. Speaking to Buatsi, went to the Olympics, a big name in British boxing. Had a little move around with him, soaking up game from him. Like when they're talking to me, and as I'm moving around with him, I'm picking up little things he's doing. Just watching the way they work, it was a good experience all around, man. I learned some stuff about them that I never knew, and it was good, man. Good experience.
What's that called that you and Buatsi were doing? Because I put the video out. Is it like shadow sparring, or is that what it is?
Yeah. You can call it shadow sparring. Like in the beginning, we were shadow boxing, and he was like, "Oh, Denz, come, let's move around. Like we're not gonna hit each other, but just throw your shots and move about, and just as if you were boxing. Like, what would you do? But we're not hitting each other." So it was a bit unrealistic because you're just gonna throw shots anyway. But
yeah.
I was taking it as if like, okay, if he throws your shots, what am I gonna do? Can I try and suss him out? Can I move this way, that way? I was just trying to pick up little things. I used that as an opportunity to pick up things, and I kind of realized that he's quite a smart fighter.
Of course, yeah,
quite a smart fighter. Yeah.
Do you do that often? This shadow sparring thing? Like, you don't actually see a lot of it on social media when you look through. Normally, people hit each other.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Not really. There's times we do it in the gym, like, but it's very rare. So, for example, if one of my gym mates got a southpaw opponent and they're an orthodox, or the other way around, like we might be shadow boxing and I might be like, "Oh, come, let's practice this way." So just to get that movement in the shadow boxing, just to drill it, not just in the spar, because in the spar, some people can take it as a little bit of a fight, so they might not be thinking about their work. They're just trying to get their work off. But when you do it in that kind of form, it allows you to think as well, because you're not really getting hit or hitting nothing back. So it just allows you to think about your movement as if it's shadow boxing. Like if you was in a mirror, you'd be looking at yourself in shadow boxing, but you have someone across the ring from you, you think even more like, okay, my feet's on the wrong side, let me step on that way, or all right, this guy's a bit close, let me move around. So it's rare, but I've done it before, and we do it in the gym sometimes. But yeah,
I got you. So British champion, it happened, Denzel. How does that sound? Has that sort of sunk in yet?
Yeah, sunk in now. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like already, like British champion, like, because it's something that I've been calling for so long. When I got it felt like I still need to call for it. Like, wait, does everyone realize I'm British champion? You know what I mean? Like, did that just happen? But I've got the hang of it now. Like, like my mum calls me champ anyway, like as a nickname. But now it really counts. It means something. Like, she can say it for real.
Well, I mean, the fact that you don't put the British title down, it's a constant reminder that you are the champ as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I've always got the belt, and everyone's like, "Well, let me see it." Oh, it's kind of heavy. I'm like, yeah.
Where is it now?
Where you scratch it?
Where'd you keep it?
With me. It's with me in my room.
Oh, but have you got like a special stand, or is it like under the pillow, or like where is it? I don't know.
Now,
I've never had one.
I don't want it to get scratched, so it's still in the case.
Oh, okay.
Every time I want to look at it, I just open it up and it shines again.
How many times do you look at it a day?
I think it's lessened, but at first, every second I'm opening the box, I might as well have just kept it open. But literally, the whole box came with me everywhere. The whole case came with me everywhere. If I'm going somewhere, it's in the boot. We're going now. Cool, get it out. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm taking out the belt. It was everywhere with me, but now it's just in my room. I think everyone's seen it now. So now it's just me. I take it out sometimes, put it back in, and it's lessened.
What are your reflections on your fight with Mark Heffron then, the fight in which you won that title?
I think I beat the brakes off him. No, I'm joking. It was a different fight. It was a different fight. Like it's mad because when I landed, I watched the first fight again, just to kind of take in what I've done and see if I see it differently. Maybe I'm not being biased this time. It's been a few months. I still think I won that fight anyway, but the second fight was just different. It was very different. I think I trained differently as well, not in terms of harder or whatever, just in terms of everything I was doing, I was consciously doing it. Mm-hmm. So in the ring, I'm consciously saying I'm holding my feet. Like I'm working on not moving so much and not doing this, not doing that, and maybe just treating them like I was treating all the other fighters in my fights before, not showing too much respect on their back foot. Even though I don't feel like what I was doing, that's what I was doing. I just felt like maybe the whole step up thing, and he's a big puncher and all of that played a part, because I was like, okay, he's a big puncher, don't get caught. Like, don't be an idiot and get caught and think you traded him. He's a big puncher. So I thought I'd just move a bit more in boxing. Anyone I've seen me in the gym knows I do that. But after I felt his power in the first fight, in the second fight, I thought, like, all right, what's he hit me with his best shot and I ate it. Like, there's nothing more he can do.
Mm-hmm.
So now I feel more comfortable to impose my will on him. Like, okay, now I'm going to make him feel me. Let's see how he reacts to that. Because he never got to feel me properly in the first fight. He just got a taste of my movement and all these other things. And he probably thought I was going to do the same thing. So I just feel like I done my homework better than he did. I came with a better game plan, and, you know, and I made him feel me. And at the end of the day, he couldn't take it.
The whole 2-fight series, and I don't know if you're ever going to do it again, but it felt like particularly, it was very entertaining to watch, but really good learning for you as well, in terms of, you now know you have a chin for sure. I don't know if you've been clocked before in your professional career, not properly, certainly not by a puncher like Mark Heffron. You know you've got that, you know you can come through, and also you know you can put a heavy puncher on the back foot.
Yeah, exactly. All those things there that I've managed to, even though I felt like I could, it's been done now. So like, there's no question in it. I know I can do it. Now I always believe in myself anyway, and believe I can do these things. But, you know, sometimes doing it is another thing. So I might just do what I'm used to doing. Where I've done that now, I know it's possible. I know I can do it. So, you know, anytime I need to switch what I'm trying to do, I can do it. So you see me box 2 different ways in 2 fights back to back. It wasn't like 2 years later I've come and done something else or whatever. It was literally 2 months, I think. 2 months later, I came back and fought a whole different fight. That was a completely different fighter in there. So I feel like, you know, people know, and I know myself, that I've got the ability to switch the way I fight and do it effectively. And you know, I've got the ability to switch in between the fight as well. So that's good for me to know, and I guess everyone else seen it too.
Well, after that fight, you told me that, I asked you what's next, and you said, "No, I want more belts." Well, it sounds like the boxing gods were listening, because a fight between yourself and Felix Cash, the Commonwealth champion, has been ordered. What are your immediate thoughts on that fight?
Good. I've said in a number of interviews before that I'd happily fight that guy. So the fact that, you know, he's been mandated for my belt, it doesn't shake me or worry me. If anything, I'm happy about it, because it's the fight that I've wanted for a while. He's got another belt. So like I told you, I'll have 2 belts on both shoulders. So, you know, we're going to talk that into existence too. So let's just hope that, you know, the purse bids goes to plan, and we're happy to get that fight on. But if we don't, we move on. If we do, even better.
What's your feeling on it right now? Do you, like, the fight's been ordered, but as we know in boxing, that doesn't always mean the fight's going to happen. But as it stands,
exactly.
I don't think I've heard him say a lot, but I don't know if he's been asked yet. But I know you're on it. You want that fight. Do you feel as though it will happen?
I feel like there's a chance, there's a possibility, but the fact that they're talking about the European doesn't make me feel like it's going to happen, because let's be honest, if you're going to fight for the European title against a 41-year-old that's, you know, on at the end of his career, and that's probably the heights of his, you know, his level, probably going to go for that one, isn't it? You feel like it's an easier fight with a bigger reward, you know, accolades wise, but the British title will be a better fight, probably more money in it for both of us, and it's a unification between the British and the Commonwealth. So it'll be a very exciting fight for everyone to watch. But the fact that they've consistently, or Eddie has consistently been putting out there, every time he's asked about the fight between me and Cash, he says, yeah, good fight. And straight after that, he goes, but we're also looking at the European, makes me feel like, okay, he can't say, no, we're not going to fight Denzel, but they're going to be pushing for the European first. They know the British is there. That's, you know, in somewhat way secured because he's mandatory. But if they can get the European over the line, then I think they'll rather go for that than fight me. And listen, it's a dangerous fight for them, so I don't blame them.
Of course it is. Look, if they get the European title, then suddenly it's but we're above British level now anyway. Kind of, we don't need to fight Denzel Bentley. We know the game, Denzel.
Exactly. So in my mind, I'm training like, you know, the fight's gonna happen, or I'm fighting anyway. But we see how the purse bids goes, and who knows, if they win it, there's more of a chance that the fight will happen. But if you know, Frank wins it and it comes on BT, they might not want to work with BT or box on BT or whatever. You know, the game's just all mad. But whatever it is, I'm getting. I'm not vacating that belt for him. So.
And you've never turned down cash in your life, eh, Denzel?
Never turned down cash. Offer me cash, I take it.
Do you rate him then as a fighter, Felix Cash?
Yeah, I think he's a good fighter. I think he's one of the one of the top ones in the domestic scene. Like, apart from Chris Eubank, who is world level, and Liam Williams, who's now moving on to world level. Other than that, it's me, Cash, and maybe a few others. So, those are one of the top. That's one of the top fighters in the division. That will get me up for a fight, make me feel like, okay, cool. Listen, there's no slack in here. You've got to be in your A game. This isn't a gimme fight. This is a proper fight that will push me on in my career. I feel like a win against Felix Cash will push me on in my career. And those are the fights I kind of want. I want fights that's going to push me on in my career, not just fights that I've gone in there and won and I was meant to win and I'm still in the same position. I think, things that catapult me to the next part of my career excite me and, get me going and it benefits me. So it's good.
You've had a little spar before as well, and I understand it got a little bit heated. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Give me all the gossip, all the drama. Tell me.
We sparred. I think, yeah, they came out to the gym. Him and Ted even came out to the gym. So I done a few rounds with Ted, and he done a few rounds with Jimmy Smith, and then we got in with each other for the last 4 rounds. Got on with each other. He started a bit fast. He probably trying to put it on me because he's thinking this guy's my weight. I don't want him to feel like he can whatever. So he started a bit fast, put it on me, cool. And then as I managed to get myself together and slow down the pace, I just started picking him off with shots. He's coming in and picking him off with little pop shots, moving around. Then he just got frustrated, started doing a load of little slide, cheeky stuff, hitting me low on purpose, back of the head shots, rubbing his head in my face. So I'm getting annoyed now, and it could have been, pointed out by his corner, like, hey, yo, listen, stop doing that. It's a spar. But I thought, okay, cool. If you're going to do that, I'm going to retaliate. So he hit me low, I hit him low back. We got up, we done this, we done that. Just a load of unnecessary things, basically. It got to the last round. I'm on the ropes. He's trying to come under. I'm catching his shots. And he just sort of got up and rubbed his head in my face. And I'm, what are you doing? So I put his head under my arm. I'd like to, kind of like hold him down. He picked me up. Boom. That's from the floor. We're rolling on the floor now. I've still got him in the headlock. Now we're just shouting, you done, blah, blah, blah. Getting at it. And I'm getting pulled out the ring by my trainers. And he's got up, swung me on the floor. I'm trying to kick him. It's all went mad. And they pulled me out the ring, carried me into the next room. I'm just getting mad. And he's like, go on and let's have it and all of that rubbish. And then, I'm in the amateur room being calmed down. He's over there talking to his trainer, and then eventually I came out, and then they said, listen, squash it and all of that stuff. But ever since then, I wanted to fight him. I was like 2 fights in then, but ever since then, I wanted to fight him. But I thought, it's not realistic calling him now. I'm only 2 fights in. So, I'm not one to just keep calling someone for no reason. So now that it's been made, I'm happy because I've always wanted this fight, whether people have heard me talk about it from long or not.
So have you spoken since that?
No, we haven't spoken. Like, we don't speak in it, but I've seen him because I've been down in the Matchroom gym to, spar Ted and, press workouts and whatever. I might have gone to a public workout and he was there, but it's just like a nod thing that I see him and it's a nod because, we squashed it there and then, but we don't speak, but we've seen each other. But I think since then I've always wanted to fight him. I don't know if he feels the same way, but I've always wanted to fight him since then.
I hope it happens because like the Heffron fight. I did the press conference for you two guys, the rematch anyway. And you were just like, you didn't give me nothing. You were just like, yeah, it'll be a good fight. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Yeah, I've trained hard. All of this stuff. Like, mate,
do you know why though? Let me be honest with you, yeah? I'm cool in it. If someone tries to, give it to me, I'm going to give it back. But this guy was giving me so much energy online, on Twitter. Oh, my daughter is harder than you. Oh, you shaking on whatever Bambi on ice. Oh, I'm going to knock you out. In all the interviews, he's going to sleep. I'm going to knock him out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, all right, cool. We're going to have a bit of fun at the press conference. So we go to the press conference. I'm waiting for him to give me a bit so, we can go at it. And it's like, it's going to be a good fight. I don't know who's going to win. And I'm thinking, wait, where's this energy though? Online and in all the other interviews, you were so confident you're going to whoop my ass. You're going to beat me up. You're going to knock me out. I hate your daughter is harder than me, all these other things. And then when we got there, it was just like, yeah, Denzel's a good fighter. He's going to be. And I'm like, I'm not going to start on you now because now I look like a prick. But if that's the energy you're giving off, then it is what it is, isn't it? I know what type of person you are. But at the end of the day, it's all banter online, isn't it? You probably just, I'll say a few things online, and he probably didn't want to look like I don't know, like a joke man or whatever. So he had to kind of bite back. So.
Well, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Just to take it back to Felix Cash, now that we were talking about him, is there a message you want to give him? Purse bid's coming up. Anything you want to tell him?
Not really. Just, what I want to tell Felix Cash, take the fight, man. Take the fight. Let's have some fun. It's an expensive fight. Bentley's expensive. You got the cash for it. No, I'm playing. But yeah, man, let's go, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. Let's iron out the creases and get this fight over the line and get it done.
How do you see that fight going?
Denzel win.
Do you think you got the power to knock him out?
Yes, I have the power to knock out Heffron, or stop him at least. So I have the power to stop anyone, I think. And if I don't, I can outbox him. So it's a win-win for me. Let's go, man.
Since you became champion, I noticed as well a few more people started calling your name. Marcus Morrison, who I swear you were meant to fight him at one point, and then he disappeared. Now he's popped up again.
He can sit in the corner, man. He can go have a seat in the corner and continue with his career, whatever he wants to do with it. Because we were meant to fight back in July. He pulled out. When I asked him about it, he wanted to wait your turn kind of conversation. So that's not even someone I'm even looking to fight. Unless he's mandatory, because like I said, if someone's mandatory, I'm not vacating for nobody. But unless he's mandatory, he can go sit in his corner.
Do you rate him as a fighter?
He's all right. He's good. He boxes, isn't it? He's a boxer, isn't it? Every boxer can fight. Anything can happen. You saw in his last fight that he's got power, because even when, he may not be on the right side of the decision, I thought he let that fight slip. He may have been losing, and managed to knock out that Italian guy. But yeah, he's got a few good attributes, but he's all right. He's all right.
Number 12 with the WBO, Denzel. I see you. I see you climbing. I see you getting up there. Do you look at it?
I'm climbing. I did, at first I was on it all the time. I was saying, has it gone up? Has it gone up? Have I gone up? I ain't fought since November, but I was still looking at it thinking I'm going to go up in the rankings. But I haven't looked at it in a while now, but I know where I am now. I'm now number 12, and it's a good position to be in. Like, it's good that a world governing body has recognized me to put me in their top 15 of their rankings, and I'm number 12. I'm ranked above, I don't know, people that's probably been in the game for years, and I'm climbing up there. So it's good, man. When I'm calling certain fights, it's not unrealistic.
Yeah, exactly. You're world ranked now. It could be a case of a world champion, certainly in the WBO, could decide I'm going to take a voluntary. All right, fight someone in the top 15. Hello, I'm Denzel Bentley. I'm in the top 15.
Yeah. Exactly. It's mad. That could happen.
Do you look at the sort of the top? You must keep an eye on what's going on with the whole Andrade, Liam Williams, Munguia sort of situation.
Yeah, 100%, all the time.
What's your view in it all? How do you think it's going to play out?
I don't know. I think from what I've seen, to be honest, I don't know how serious they are, but it looks like to me Andre is going to move up to fight Billy Joe. I don't know why they can't get that deal over the line, because they're with the same promoter. So I don't know why they're just both talking online and not getting that deal over the line. That confuses me. And I've seen that Jamie Munguia is going to fight Golovkin, or they're in talks. So that means Liam Williams, that's mandatory, he's probably going to fight, I don't know, whoever is next down, or maybe have a easier defense than them two, or not a defense, so an easier shot at the title than, Andrade or Munguia.
I don't think he wants that, by the way. I think he wants the glory.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think he wants that neither. Because I'm seeing him call out all types of names. Yeah. Like, he's calling out names that it doesn't make sense for him, because he's got a world title shot, like Chris Eubank and all these other guys. It doesn't make sense for him to fight Chris Eubank, because obviously he's got a shot at the world title. Eubank ain't got a world title, but of course, if he beats Chris Eubank, it shoots him up, publicity-wise higher than him winning the world title. But every fighter at the end of the day wants to be a world champion. So I think he should go for the world title first. But listen, it is what it is. I know he wants all the big fights, because he's been calling that Munguia. He said he would fight Canelo. I think he said he'd fight Golovkin. He wants Andrade. He said he'll fight Eubanks. So I know he doesn't want an easy fight. He doesn't want Andre to vacate, because every time Andre talks about another fight, he says, "Listen, you got me. Not vacate then and let me fight." He says, "You got me." So I know he wants a tough fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. Look, and if he gets hold of that title, which I'm sure, you know, we're backing him. The guy's a machine. Hold on, yeah. If he gets hold of that title, suddenly opens a few doors. How about a nice show? How about a defense against the likes of Denzel Bentley down the line?
You know, I'd be calling for that. No, but if he gets his hand on the title, like you said, we're on this side of the river, same promoters, you know, whoever he fights, be like, yeah, go out there and get it. And just like you said, if he does bring it back, it opens a lot more doors and opportunities for the fighters in the UK. You know, bigger fights in the UK for him to fight and stuff. Puts everyone in a position to make more money here in the UK. So yeah, but it's therefore a fight that I'll be calling for, especially where I'm ranked with the WBO. It's not unrealistic. You know, he might want an easy defense for the first fight, but you know, and I know he's one of them guys that if you say his name too much, he's like, yeah, come, let me beat you up then. Come back. So it'll be a good fight.
Wouldn't be an easy defense, would it?
Nah, it definitely wouldn't be an easy defense.
All right, well, Denzel, look, British champion. Anything you want to add before I let you go?
British champion, soon to be Commonwealth champion, soon to be European champion, soon to be world champion, soon to be unified world champion, soon to be multi-weight world champion, soon to be legend, soon to be future Hall of Famer, soon to be the best out of Britain.
There is nothing I can add to that. Denzel, lovely speaking to you, and I'll speak to you soon, mate. Cheers.
Nice one. Take care.